Be careful on the journey because you might fall off the cliff. Okay, so basically it just means like, just it's okay to be starting all these new things, but just be aware. Be aware of your money. Be aware that you're not that you're making the right decisions. That you're not, you don't have your head up in the clouds, which I don't think you do. I do feel that sometimes you feel frozen because there's been so many things that you had to go through and decisions that you had to make, and you feel like a little bit frozen. And when you feel frozen, then you don't do anything creatively. Then your third eye is shut down, and you're very intuitive and empathic and psychic. So you want to open that area. You want to have your third eye open because that's helpful for you. Okay. The last tarot card is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is really cool because it's security and a helping hand, and anything with cups, like I said before, is friendship and love relationships, meaning you'll have the best of relationship, and it's spiritually looked at. It's spiritually given to you. The hand coming out of the clouds, hand coming out of heaven. In other words, like Tommy was sent to you. So, yeah. All right, let me read the notes on him. Then I got to end this because this is like 6 videos, and it's only supposed to be a half hour. It's going to take me a long time to upload it because this is my old phone. And, yeah, so it's going to take a while to upload it. I have to upload it in parts of 30-minute intervals. Okay. Yeah, so I had a couple of notes. Thyroid and the medical, I discussed that already. You have to look at yourself as the warrior, and usually you do, and you don't mind being the superhero, but you're tired. And you're kind of tired of doing that. You wanted somebody to save you, but Spirit is saying you have to be the warrior again. You have to save them. You have to be the hero in your own life. Be the warrior in your own life, the hero in your life, and in other people's lives. Even though you're tired, you could do it. You're learning to balance and have your boundaries, but sometimes you built the boundary wall too high because you were shocked at getting hurt. But remember what I said, it's the disease. It's a disease, and it's not his fault. Okay? But you are entitled to not living in that life if you don't want to. But what Aaron was telling you, not to give you a guilt trip, you can make your own free will choices. He's saying that that man does love you, and please, if you can only just be a friend to him or just communicate with him, that will help him a lot in his journey. You have a journey, he has a journey too. Okay, you have a lot of anger and frustration. We talked about that. We got to get that out. Okay, your inner peace and your mental health. Did somebody say to you, I don't want to hear it anymore? Did your daughter say, I don't want to hear it anymore? Or a friend of yours say, I don't want to hear it? You were trying to tell them something that was going on in your life, and they said, I don't want to hear it anymore. You tell that person off. That was really rude. That was rude of them. And if you go back, like instead of holding it in, like, oh my God, they said that. And I'm so hurt. And now I'm just going to go in myself. And I'm not going to talk about my feelings. That's terrible to do. You got to let those feelings out. And you got to say, that really hurt my feelings that you said that to me. Because I don't express myself. I'm not saying me. I'm saying you don't express yourself that often, and you really went out on a limb to tell somebody your feelings, and they said, stop talking about that, or I don't want to hear that anymore. And that really hurt you. So you have to tell them that. Okay? I don't care if you tell them in a text or a phone call or face to face, but tell them that. That really hurt my feelings and I needed a friend. But if it's your daughter or a child, but they're an adult, I feel like they're an adult, and they just didn't know what to say and they just didn't want to hear anything. But it was rude. And sometimes if it's your kids, you still have to check them. Because we listen to them, right? We're more than happy to listen to them. Okay, I have Hank Thomas, Tommy, Hank, Thomas, Tommy. Okay, so he's a Leo. Leos are going through a lot. I know I didn't do my Leo reading. I'm sorry, Leos. Bad psychic. And I have a whole bunch of notes on Capricorn too. Okay, so Leos collectively are going through a lot of physical and emotional junk. That's what I have written down here under Hank Thomas, Hank, Tommy. Yeah, so they're going through physical stuff where they actually need to get I just felt stomach stuff. Right then, a solar plexus, which is stomach, and GERD and heart. Even if it's just heartburn. It's a lot of physical stuff because they're upset. And their anger tends to stay inside here, in the chest, and the back hurts. Their back literally hurts. So they need he needs a chiropractor. He also needs to tap in more to the metaphysical. He's going through a lot of chaos, a lot of junk. But he has to get his plan in order. It says, get your plan in order, Tommy, and rejuvenate and start manifesting and building partnerships. So he has to make a plan for all the steps he has and what job he wants to do. For some reason, I feel like he's out of his job because he's dealing with his addiction problem. Focus on progress, but he still has to make the plan. He has to make steps towards it. And that's how he's going to get back into your life as well, because you need to see the physical steps. You need to see the physical plans. So he had some unhealthy patterns. He needs to release control and self-doubt. Yeah, Leos, and just like Aries too, they try to control everything. Because you're fire signs. Both of you are fire signs. So, okay? But then the passion is also very good too. And I really feel his love. Because at first I thought it was just Aaron, from heaven. But it was Aaron who told me, no, that was Tommy. Really loves her. And he would go to the moon. He would follow her to the moon. But he just needs to keep on hearing. They need to talk to each other at night. They need to talk to each other during the day. Text each other. They need to keep communicating. I'm sorry if I'm saying they and I'm talking to you. I don't know who I'm talking to anymore. Okay, but he needs to release control and self-doubt. The tragic thing that happened to him, anybody going through tragedy, or they had a traumatic thing that happened to them, and then later on you have addiction problems, you have to say, because often you have PTSD, I've been through it, and you have to say, I went through that, but I lived through it, and I'm getting help for it, so it's not happening to me right now. Something bad happened to me, but it's not happening to me now. Okay? And Archangel Raphael is who you ask God to send down. Archangel Raphael is the person of the Archangel of addiction, that could help heal him of cravings and addiction. So say, please, dear God, could you send Archangel Raphael to my husband, Hank Tommy, and help heal him. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Okay, yeah, he has to take the steps to break free. And you have to see that and tell him, even if you don't do it for me, even if I wasn't in this world, do it for yourself. He has to do it for himself first. Not just like, if I do A, B, and C through Z, will you be my wife again? Will you let me live with you? Will you let me, us be together again? He has to get rid of that whole statement, because he's got to do it just for himself, even if he was just going to live every single day of his life in an apartment or a house without you. He has to do it for himself first. Yeah. Did he ever go to therapy? Did you guys ever go to counseling? You might have, but that's another future thing. It might be a good thing for you both to do. Together, definitely. And then him separately. He needs that on his own too. But maybe he's doing that. Okay. And okay, one more thing. Then I gotta get out. Hidden truths. There's some more hidden truths coming out to him. He's finding out. And that's why he needs support, because he's finding out something hidden in his family, or hidden in his subconscious mind. Yeah. So it's like, what I heard is like angels saying, please protect Tommy. Please protect Hank Thomas. Because they're showing me him as a little boy. And something with boots. Like cowboy boots. I don't know if that's relevant, but let's see. Junk, okay. Okay, let me just do one angel card and close it. Okay. Angel card for Anthony Kim. Angel card for Anthony Kim. Angel card. Counselor. You freaking kidding me? What did I just say? Didn't I just say you two need to go to a counselor, or did you go to a counselor? Is he going to counseling? Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Okay, Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. That's beautiful. So it's saying that you are a counselor. You're good at this. It might be another career for you, or it might be another like life coach. And that could be why Aaron is saying, please help it. Like, you can help him. You know him. You could help him. A lot of this stuff is immaturity, but it is trauma. And addiction is a disease. It's not his fault. And one last thing, spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect. You are ready to soar. I hope that helped. Namaste.